Yo, this is YouTube, it is your boy Charles here, back again with a brand new video for y'all today, and this is a May tier list, so without further ado, drop the like, comment, and always feel free to subscribe. ABC, so basically ABC, post Dimension Force, we're gonna have to see Therions as a staple for this deck, so honestly, I don't think, without a doubt, because you know, with the adventure engine being around for like at 3 at the moment until the Banlist comes out, what is it, the ABC deck itself is actually gonna become so good down the line. But you know, honestly, we've been seeing Despia just taking over the formats, so it's like, you know, ABC is actually gonna become somewhat good once Therions comes out from Dimension Force. So I want to say it's Rogue, but tier 2 off the bat. So really good deck right now currently, but you know, I mean, it's been topping a few local tournaments and some regionals. I mean, I don't know, I mean, I've been checking this website, you know, with all like the top decks, you know, top 18, top 16, you know, but it's been like a lot of Despia. So at Emancipator, I mean, let's be real, this deck kind of like died off ever since Block Dragon was gone. So yeah, feels bad, man. Nothing else to it. Invoke Dogmatica, this deck is still somewhat decent. This deck has been like, it's kind of gone ever since after Nadir server got hit to 2, but you know, the deck is still somewhat consistent, let's be honest with that. So in my opinion, it's like Rogue level, so nothing really special. Altergeist, now that Skill Dream's at 3, like I said from like a few months ago, you know, Altergeist is still somewhat decent, you know. Floodgates, consistency with the Pot of Extravagance card, you know, all you just need is trap cards. Honestly, your Link 2s are not bad, but you know, you don't really need them most of the time. Still somewhat decent, somewhat of a decent deck to play. And the one and only Branded Despia, this is obviously tier 1, still a good deck and all that stuff. I just wish, like, if they freaking, hopefully after this ban list is like freaking done, I feel like, you know, Despia should really get hit in the future, because like, you know, later down the road, everyone's just gonna run the branded package like for these next 6 months or so, because like the one card that everyone despises, Branded Fusion. Branded motherfucking Fusion. This card itself is just by far broken. What can you do against that? Like, besides ashing it or cross out Destinator that card? Well, actually no, you can't even cross out, to be honest, because it's not quick play. But if it was a quick play spell, like, bro, freaking Branded Fusion on your turn, that'd be stupid. But anyways, XYCU Shark, very good budget deck considering that I'm, you know, totally awesome still at 3. This deck's kind of gone, to be honest. Like, I'll be real, Chu is like kind of dead ever since, but this deck is still somewhat decent. B-Trooper, I'm gonna be honest, like B-Trooper DPE has been actually doing decent. If y'all see Milano the Duelist, he actually ended up going top 8 with this deck, which I'm kind of surprised that actually happened. Like, it's actually not bad of a deck, and plus Resonance Insect is at 3. So yeah, that card's by far broken with that deck. Along with Retaliating Sea, it stops Despia easily stops Despia in the long run. So this deck's at tier 2, not Rogue for sure. Plunder Patrol. So now this deck is kind of budget friendly now, somewhat. Besides having the Blackbeard Plunder Patrol card and the freaking spell card, I forgot what it was, but yeah, those are like the 2 cards that are like expensive on that set. I mean, on those cards that you really need for the Plunder Patrol. I am talking too fast. For the Plunder Patrol cards, and like, I'm not gonna lie, this deck itself for purely variant is actually really good. With the Brave Engine, it really made it to where it's like somewhat good. Tier 2 at most. I haven't seen this deck even topped ever since, so where has it been? Burning Abyss. So history of Burning Abyss, this deck has been topping for years and years, but now, like, you know, in this current format that we're in, it's kind of like slowly died off ever since. I mean, even though they had Cherubini a few years ago, like the deck is still not as the same like before, and plus, you know, what's her face, Beatrice is not still at 1. The fact that she can Foolish Burial any card is kind of nuts, which would make sense why she would be unlimited, just like Foolish Burial itself. So Rogue easily. DDDs, this deck is still in play right now. I'm surprised this deck is still not gone. There's nothing else to say about it. I mean, just like, for the only Pendulum deck right now currently being played, I'm still amazed that this deck is still doing well. With the new support from Battle Chaos, I didn't even say new, but with the support from Battle Chaos itself, like, this deck is really good. Cult Talkers during Ghost from the Past 2, post Ghost from the Past 2, I mean, the deck's somewhat decent, you know, has some low consistency now that they got Deco Tucker Hito as a free draw every time. and especially during their turn too. I feel like the deck itself didn't really make a difference. It's still a fun deck, don't get me wrong, but you know, having draw power is nice. It really feels good to have draw power. Don't lose your life points too much. Actually, even if you lose a lot of life points with Heat Soul, if you were to use that one ghost spooky dogwood card, you could just like basically just use free life points off of that card itself and then just use the same effect over and over just for free draws. So that's kind of the W choice. So inside Rogue, Drytrons, I mean, Eva's gone. Ben 10 might be gone in the future. It's still somewhat decent with the Megalith package, so you're off the bat for now, Drytrons. Let's be honest with that. Eldritch, this deck, I mean, freaking Eldritch Trap, Branded Eldritch, Cyrus Eldritch, still topping. Still a good deck. I have this deck too. I mean, I posted deck profiles about my trap version of this deck, and I can tell you, man, this deck is just too cancerous to be at tier 1. Actually, let's just put 1.5, considering that, you know, it's still somewhat good, you know. But Despia's just, like I said, is just taking over the format. Heroes, I mean, Dark Law Pass, is that the meme at this point? Dark Law Pass? Yeah, this deck is nice. And it's somewhat budgety now, so feels good. Feels good to play your heroes now. Life Twins. So Life Twins is actually kind of a sleeper deck. This deck's actually really good for a rogue deck. Like once Splight is coming out, Life Twin variant is just gonna be so dominant, along with the Frog variant. So Life Twin easily goated. Flow on the Rees, it's still good. This deck, I really want to play this deck so badly. All I have Prosperity. I just need to get the freaking spell cards and I'm just Gucci with this. But like, dude, Flow on the Rees could still do a lot of work. The fact that it could just do normal summons and all that stuff, shenanigans, it just does it all the work. But, you know, one card can basically easily outflow on the Rees, and it's just Zombie World. Freaking Zombie World, probably like the best floodgate I've ever seen. Next to Rivalry and all those other floodgates. Like, floodgates itself are just the epitome of why Yu-Gi-Oh is just so cancerous. Even Eldritch Trap itself. Like, what can I say about that, you know? Earth Machine? Earth Machine's not gonna be a rogue anymore once Therions comes out. Like, Earth Machine's like, bro, I love this deck so much. It's fun to play. Just a lot of popping. Not a lot of negates, but, you know, destroying cards. Fuck yes, I would like to use this deck. It's so fun to use, you know? Gonna be good once like I said, man, the Omni Negate's gonna impact a lot with this deck. So it's gonna be a tier 2.0 in my opinion. Madolche, yes, dude, this deck is the sauce, bro. Like, I'm saying that right now, man. Freaking Madolche, bro, this deck is just too good to be at rogue. I don't know what else to describe it. Madolche, still good. It can even out the freaking Mirror Jade back to the deck, to the extra deck. Like, that's how good it is, you know? Tiramasi, best card. Mech Knights, hey man, what can I say? Mech Knights, they were topping at one point for like a few, I mean, they were actually in play at one point. They were at tier 2.0 at one point, and all of a sudden it just kind of died off. So, Mech Knights, still at rogue. Oh, Phantom Knights, I'm surprised this deck is still being at play. Like, remember when, you know, the Brave engine was coming out and then everybody thought that this was gonna be the best deck? That's not the case, but still somewhat good, don't get me wrong. Like, I was not running the Brave engine with this as much, but I've been seeing like a 60 card pile deck with this, so I'm like, okay, I might look into that. So, and plus, I actually want to get rid of my Phantom Knight deck, to be honest. Like, I'm just kind of getting bored of it. So, yeah, it's whatever. Prank Kids, this deck needs to go, I'll be honest with you. Like, it's kind of like, it's getting boring. Like, we're just done seeing a one card engine just doing all the work, and it's just freaking dumb broken. Prank Kids is just easily tier 1 next to Despia. The fact that it can just even play a 60 card engine alone itself is just, I don't know. Like, isn't it obvious? Like, I'm surprised this deck is still topping. Mathmex, oh dude, Mathmex, after Dimension Force is done, freaking Power of the Elements, this is gonna change the deck so much. It's like the what is it? Everyone kept saying like the Mathmech card is like the new Mathmech card, and all of a sudden it's like a freaking, what is it called? It's the next Magician Souls or some crap just for Mathmex alone. It might be at tier 2, man, but right now it's just at rogue currently because we don't have the, you know, new set after. Salmon Great, this deck is actually somewhat nice, you know, now that we got freaking Circle at 2 from a few months ago. You know, feels good to actually have that. Might as well just bring back Gazelle at 3. I mean, if Salmon Great cards were to be at 3, hey, it would be nice right now, but it's you know, it's still a rogue regardless. What else can I say to that? Sky Striker. Sky Striker's still, I'm surprised this deck is still being played for a while now. Like, remember 2019 when Sky Striker was like considerably, like arguably like the tier 0 deck of the century? Well, it's still here to this day. Still here to this day, you know. I wanted to put at 1.5, but I still think it's at tier 2.0 to this day, but you know, I might be wrong. What you guys think about that? Dragon Link. This deck, I mean, with Borderland Dragon out, I feel like the deck is somewhat a little better now that you kind of need another body besides, you know, having Chaos Ruler. What is usually the end board? Hieratic Seal, Warlord, and Hot Red. I think that's what it is. But, you know, I mean, this deck's still nice. I think it's 2.0. So, I've been seeing this deck recently, Sun Avalon Therion. So, apparently this deck is like somewhat of a contender. I don't know what to answer this freaking deck exactly, but I'm assuming it might be at tier 2.0 once Dimension Force comes out. The deck itself, it's kind of nice. Because like when I watched the DB Grinder video, this dude was playing a Sun Avalon against a Despia matchup, and Sun Avalon actually ended up winning that game. So I'm kind of impressed how the deck is. And one of my favorite decks of all time, well, not of all time, but one of my favorite decks right now, man. It's this deck is still the size, bro. Sword Soul, bro. Like I said, man, if y'all are Sword Soul gang like me, bro, just type it in the comment section, bro. Sword Soul, bro. Sword Soul gang, bro. That's what I like to see, bro. Easily at 1.5. Easily. Tri Brigade. So, with, you know, with branded Tri Brigade being a thing right now, with the branded cards, Tri Brigade is easily a little better now without the bird up, no, unless you're running the bird up combos and all that. But, you know, Tri Brigade, really good. Dinosaurs. This deck is actually being played a little bit every now and then. I think it's at 2. I don't care what people say. Dinosaurs are still good. Bring back Miscellaneous Source at 3. There you go. Here's your answers. And last but not least, a deck that I hope this will come back into meta one day. Virtual World. This deck is somewhat known for being bricky now. If you don't draw into a Virtual World card, at least 2 cards, then you're kind of done for. Yeah, I feel sorry for people that thinks this deck is at a meta, but it's not really. I mean, you could end up having good negates and all that, but it's not really good right now. Virtual World's not really that good like before, but so guys, that is basically my tier list. What do you guys think about this? If this is somewhat accurate to y'all, what do you guys think about adjusting this type of meta tier list? So yeah, guys, this is Charles here, and yeah, bro. I didn't want to speak this quiet, but I have to because it's like kind of quiet here in the house. So yeah, guys, again, like I said, this is Charles, and I am out of here. So peace out, yo.
Girl, I can't take it, these temptations. Keep my heart racing, make love faces.